Hello, I'm struggling a bit with this today. You're going to see me doing maths face an awful lot. Hopefully I've got this on public. I can't quite tell. So as soon as anybody is here, give me a shout out and say hello. I'm going to shuffle in the meantime, and I'm going to watch my cat look out of the window, which they're doing very cutely. Hello, Beverly. How are you doing? Beverly, you're a gem star as well. Did you get the message that I left? Hello, Tiger Eyes. That I left on the gem stars. Oh, almost swore then. Yay! Okay, I've just dropped half the cards on the floor. One moment. It's definitely going to be one of those kinds of readings and one of those kinds of days. Can you hear me? Okay. I know, I've already tried to do this twice. Can you hear me? Because I haven't got a microphone. Great. Well, this is good. This is very good. So, you know that I have been... Oh, wow, that's nice. That namaste. I've got to learn how to do this. I've got to learn how to... Oh, hi, Leia. I also probably have to put my glasses on so I can read properly. 7 a.m. in Canada. God, that is early. Nice surprise to start the day. Woohoo! So what star signs are you all? I'm just going to clean my glasses. Oh God, we have cat interference. Don't. Oh, come here. Come on, gorgeous. You can be in it. Go on. This is Diablo. Diablo wants to have a go, don't you, sweetheart? You can either stay here, sweetheart, but you can't stand on the screen. Okay. Kelsey, hello. First time live. Very nice. Josie Parr is a Virgo. Laura, loud and clear. Leia is a Cancerian. Hello. Kelsey's a Virgo. Tiger Eyes is a Libra. Got Anna, who's an Aquarius. First time live stream. So I can't get your name because it's like a symbol. So that's a bit like Prince, isn't it? Having one name that's a symbol. Brandy, brand it up. Butterfly. Oh God, it's me. It's not you. I need to clean my glasses. Hello, Brandy. Brandy is a Libra too. Okay, I'm just wondering which one to start with, actually. Or Susie. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. So one of my cats, I'm going to confess, okay, this early on in the live stream, you're going to get a confession that I just ate a chocolate brownie with hot caramel sauce. That was nice. And one of the floofs, I don't know if you can see this, has just discovered the bowl. Hey, Floofy, look at this. Yep, they know that I can't do anything about it. Hello, Sarah Woodward. I hope I'm saying your name right. So I was going to start with Saggy, but I don't have any Saggies. So I might start with Libra, actually, because there seem to be quite a few Libras. I'm just going to clean my glasses with my own t-shirt because that's how slobby I am. Was that nice, sweetheart? Was that nice? It's like licking their chops. They're like, caramel sauce. They'll be doing that now for about half an hour. Oh, God. Right. Okay. So Butterfly has a lot of Saggy. Anna's got Libra rising. Okay. I'm going to kick off with Libra, I think. God, they're all at it now. It's like a little cue coming. Can you hear that? Can you hear the spoon? Ding, ding, ding. Oh, Kay's a Saggy. Kay's a Saggy. Is it morning for most people? What time is it here? Okay, we're midday. So it's kind of lunchtime. Hello, Scott. Hi. Nice to see you. I've been looking at your comments for ages. Okay, so this is going to be how it is. It's going to be, God, 7 a.m. It's going to be quite kind of loose. Ooh. Midday in Berlin. So I'm starting with Libra. Okay, we're starting with Libra. And there will be more chit chat. But at the moment, I've pulled 2 cards for Libra. The this is very interesting, Libra. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And this is our workman, isn't it? He thrashes out these 8 pentacles and he's like, oh, going to go every day, going to do this, going to be good. I'm going to work hard. This is going to work out. I'm going to put some effort in. I'm going to like ding, ding, ding. Pentacles are here. Pentacles are there. Checking I haven't got eyeliner on my hand. No. But when it's in reverse, something isn't quite working and you're questioning it. You are thinking to yourself, why isn't this thing working? It can be a job, it can be a relationship, it can be whatever it is that you hold close to your heart. Something is a bit blocked and something is not quite working. Hello, Neroli. The next card I get for you, Libra, is the Two of Cups. Now, of course, this is the only Two of Cups. This is the what I call my smells like the 70s tarot. And this is the only Two of Cups I know of that has this really like dark cloud that goes on behind it. So I wonder, Libra, if there's just something going on. There's something that's clouding your judgment, or you can kind of feel pulled in 2 different directions. Like one of those directions, oh, we got a cat. One of those directions is sensible and you know, and you're having thoughts in your head about it. Hello. And another one of those directions is emotional. So there's something that you definitely want, but there's also some kind of block. So I'm going to have a look at what that block is, Libra. And I'm going to say hello to One Divine Path, to Mr. Humphrey and Bombay Spirit. Oops. This is one of those days, right, where cards are just going to fly all over the sofa and cats are going to be all over the sofa. I've got my 6 a.m. I've got my electric blanket on, which I don't know how to turn off, and it's actually boiling hot as well. So anyway, Libra, look, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. Now, this won't be for all of you, but I know just for some of you, I know what this combo means to me, okay? If I'm seeing, can I make this work? Does this work? Is this going to work? What do I have to do to make this work? And I'm seeing the Two of Cups. That is the card of somebody I like to call a difficult dog to keep on the porch. That is it's got some player energy. It's got some immaturity about it. So this can also be that you're it can be a couple of things, okay? It can be you are interested in a relationship with somebody who is messing about in some way, who's causing you stress, who's causing you some anxiety. But it can also be if it's a work situation or a partnership, friendship, business thing, whichever one, it can be that this person is a bit brash, that they're not very good at being accountable for their behavior. Okay, so I can see as a kind, because Librans are quite elegant, you're ruled by Venus and you tend to only get into things which are Venus driven. You know, you are elegant in your behavior, you like harmony, and you're not really one to go in for rough edges. And this looks like a rough edge of some kind. My cat has just taken this moment, Libra, after me saying how elegant you are, to use the litter tray really enthusiastically, and also to do that thing where they go like that for ages in a real, have you not cleaned it out yet? So yeah, you may see me like disintegrating. Ooh, Libra. Your friend, the Queen of Swords. This is a Libra card. And she's so elegant, okay? The Queen of Swords, I always look at the Queen of Swords and it's that look that I sort of want, but I know I can never achieve. You know, when you, like, we all have that one friend. I've got one in particular. One of my besties, she'll come round here and she'll have like always a different dress on. She'll have some kind of beads or like large statement necklace, you know, and she's done her hair in a funky way. And then her makeup's good. And she's got like, she's a Leo, you know, what can I say? But she always has a really good pulled together look. Okay. When we look at the Queen of Swords, first of all, she is a very good pulled together look. She's got very, very good boundaries. She's got a really spiky hat on as well. There may be roses and there may be the sort of Venusian dusky pink all over this, which there is, and her earrings are dusky pink as well. I told you she was put together. But at the same time, she's carrying a sword that's almost half as tall as she is. And there's a good reason for that. So Librans, last year, Taurus had all the boundary stuff going on from January onwards. It was boundary, 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 boundary. This year, you're going to steal the boundary crown, okay? There is something about this situation that you would like to ignore, but I know what's going on. So we have a lunar eclipse in Libra on the 25th of March. Oh, yes, we do. Anything that is not for you will be forced out at that point, okay? And it might just be, I'm trying to put this really delicately, it'd be better to get on board the boundaries bus, okay? So that you have more control over the outcome. Yeah, oh my God, look. The Five of Cups. Five of Cups is recognizing there's something about this situation. It's always the opposite sign that I'm pointing to that needs to be looked at. And it doesn't feel particularly sparkly. Okay. It's not nice. It's not easy, but it is really necessary. Okay. And you can definitely do it. And if you look on top of the hill, there's a bit of an old ruined castle. And there's something is not working out here. Something is not adding up. You've got a very good intuitive mind. And sometimes your rational mind, because Libra, you are an unusual air sign. I think that when I think of air signs, I find Librans are kind of like the love air sign for me. So you're always looking to bring something into balance. You're always looking to bring something into harmony. But occasionally that tips over into ignoring red flags. And at that point, I'm producing the Tower in reverse. Dun, dun, dun. And it's reminding me of the Tower on the Hill. Okay. That Tower on the Hill is held together by sticking tape and plaster at the moment. And when it comes to the tower, you get two choices. Hello, Cottage Warm. Hello, Shannon. You can either take the tower apart in a really nice way, which is very Libran, to go brick by brick, examine the brick and think to yourselves, what do I need to do with this? Do I need to let it go? Do I need to pursue it? Do I need to, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's obviously your feelings for it. If you cling to this tower here on the hill, around kind of March 17th onwards, you might find that what hasn't got proper foundations, proper support, what doesn't work, in inverted commas, is going to just, it's going to eclipse itself because it's a full moon eclipse in your sign, and it will eclipse itself out of your life. And it can be a bit of drama when that happens. Sometimes you're up for it. Sometimes you're so sick of not knowing what's happening that you just think, do you know what, universe? Bring it on. So if you're in the bring it on camp, that is all good. Okay. If you are wanting to approach this in a more kind of mannered and, you know, what's the word? I suppose healthy way. Although actually the blowout can be healthy too. If you want to do it in a more measured way, start looking, start feeling what you need to feel. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's nice actually. So I'm just checking the cards and they are not all in the reverse because you're getting a lot of reversed cards. You get, and I love the headgear on this. Look at that. You get our lovely Queen of Velvet waiting in reverse. If you, and I can't stress this enough actually, if you, Libra, have been, and it will be elegant because Librans are elegant, if you have been elegantly waiting, and I can tell you now, that my nose is literally about to run, which is what always happens if I'm really channeling. And it's not attractive and it's not convenient, can I just say? But I'm on the money with this one. Hi, sweetheart. One of the cats wants to sit on the computer again. If you've been waiting and you've been keeping quiet and you've been elegant and you've been sitting back and maybe manifesting, Librans are very good at that. Don't wait for anybody at this point, Libra. If you cut loose now and you forge your own path and you move forward and you feel powerful, this could turn towards you. But that's not the reason to do it. The reason to do it is because you feel it and because you feel your boundaries. Okay. Hello, apricot. You get the 9 of Swords in reverse, and I am very, very pleased to see that. And so is Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. 9 of Swords in reverse. By the way, this video will go up as a sort of catch-up video. So if you don't catch your sign at this point, you can catch it later on when it goes up. 9 of Swords in reverse. First of all, Libra, what has been holding you in this way? What's been making you unable to speak your truth, say your truth, or even feel your own truth? What has been holding you back? It's not the easiest question, okay? It won't have the easiest answer. So give me a shout out, any Librans. How is that resonating with you so far? And I'm going to take you. This is like an instructional card. I think this is going to be like an advice card. Tiger Eyes is loving it. Oh, yes. Your advice card is the boundary card. Okay, 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is like building a fortress. You often with the 9 of Wands, I do say, make sure you're not being too defensive. I don't need to say that to you if you're a Libra. Librans are elegant in what they do. If you build a fortress, it will be really stylish and it will be just the right amount of poles and the integers between them will be just so. Okay, so I trust you not to go overboard. Hello, Petra. But you do need to protect your space and your energy and your, and I hate using this word, but I'm going to use it anyway, divine light. There you go. There's something about your divine light that's being just slightly turned down by something or someone. And they shouldn't do that. Susie is having tea and listening to me. That's nice. Are you having anything to eat, Susie? I always want to know what people have for breakfast. Okay. Ooh. Libra, your oracle card. The truth be told. Wow. I always think of the owl as well, because in the Greek tarot, the mythic tarot, you've got Athena and she's got an owl. I think she has the owl head, doesn't she? She represents the owl. And also she has the sword of truth. Note that there is a golden mask here. Whenever you see a mask, you think drama. You think, what is somebody hiding? What is somebody hiding behind? Okay. That is a strong card to get. I'm going to give you a love oracle card and really hope that I don't knock. I'm just slobbed out on my sofa here, everyone. And I've just got like old glasses, cats, tea towels, God, you name it. Toast with butter and jam for Susie. Very nice. That's what I had for my breakfast as well. I had toast with what was it, Morello cherry jam and marmalade that I made myself. But that is not normal for me. I don't normally make marmalade. Oops. Libra, love card, secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. That's very interesting, Libra, that you get that with truth be told. Hello, Melissa. Libra, woof. That is a very, normally my readings can meander all over the shop, as you know, because you've all been here a while. But Libra, I think that the message of that reading is really kind of very straightforward for you. So quick recap. I'm just going to do a quick recap because everybody tells me that I never recap enough, and it's true. I don't. I've put them all in the upright, but I know which ones are in the reverse. Okay, she says that with impunity. Libra, something or someone that you love or hold dear, or a situation that's very important to you. Where's the other card? It's not working out for some reason. There is a block, and you've been feeling the block, but I think also denying the block. Then we have the King of Wands in reverse, which is someone whose emotional maturity is not as evolved as yours. There is something, no matter what is going on, that you need to admit that you've lost or is behind you, okay? We had the Queen of Pentacles, who's the Queen of Velvet Waiting. And she is, oh, hi, Califer. I'm just doing a recap, Califer, so you can just get it now. Because she was doing the washing. That will teach you to do housework. Queen of Velvet Waiting. Waiting is not a good strategy for you, okay? Because we then had the Tower in reverse. And when you think about the Tower, there's two ways it can come down. Brick by brick, easily, elegantly, and, you know, as much as you need when you need it, or it can be literally kaboom. And you have a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign. We then have this lovely queen who tells you to walk softly and carry a big stick, Libra. It can be a very elegant stick, and obviously don't clout anyone with it, but that's also the sword of truth. And it's starting to become apparent that there might be something you don't quite know. You need to be released from this, which I think is a mystery, or somebody who's being mysterious, but they don't particularly want you to discover whatever it is that they are, and I think hiding possibly. And then we had the Nine of Wands, which is the protection card, and the truth be told. And your love cards were secrets. Cripes. Libras, leave me a comment. I'll do at the end of these as well, I'll do a few collective cards too. Ooh, Samskidoodle. Samskidoodle is bracing herself for more work-related boundary to, oh gods, yep, okay. Put on my aqua cotton hoodie for half an hour ago, not realising. Okay, nice. Michelle, hello Michelle. Michelle is a Libra. Poetry and power, I'm liking that. You are in South Carolina, and I can never say your name. Skywaltrix from Montreal. I like all your emoji things. Those are really cool. Okay. I'm having a look who I've got in the chat. I think I'm going to go for Saggy next. We're going to do Saggy. So let me do a little shuffle. Already I'm noticing, Saggy, the Hanged Man is in your shuffle. Just want to tell you that. I want to get my cards the right way round. Okay. The cats are all behaving themselves worryingly well, I have to say. I have got one who's just the other side of my laptop. That's Diablo. And then Leia is asleep at the other end of the sofa. Leia, I now call the Dowager Countess because she is the oldest cat in the house, and because she kind of puts up with all of the other cats in a very kind of, you know, they all love her and treat her like granny. So I'm calling her the Dowager Countess. Okay. Nice. Okay, thanks, Brandy. So, Elizabetta, that's a good name, is here from Niagara Falls. Nice. DW. Right, we're dunning Sagittarius, or even doing Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Ooh. Oh, Skywaltrix. I thought that was kind of like a Star Wars thing. My boy named the cat. That's Leia, Princess Leia. This is what happens when you let the boy name things, isn't it? God, okay, cripes. Nice one, Califer. Right, Saggy. Oh, do you know what? I've done obviously some readings for the end of, well, for March. Oh gosh. And they've really pointed to this lunar eclipse being quite a thing. And I'm being polite. Because obviously Libra is quite a polite sign. But lunar eclipses can be really kind of, you know, I always think of them like a massive water balloon that you fill up, that your mum says, oh, go on, you can go to the kitchen sink and you stand on a chair and, you know, you put it on the tap and you go psh, like that and it goes, and then at some point, of course, it goes like that. So I feel like the lunar eclipse at the end of March is going to be a bit of a showstopper. Okay. Now, Saggy, you have got the Chariot in the reverse. 2 horses, 1 backside. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading Califer's comment. Libra with the lunar eclipse and my truck driver mouth. I know what you mean. And that's the other thing about eclipses for everybody, actually. I've done it over the years and I don't know how it happens. It's almost magnetic. You need to have a big talk with somebody, a member of the family, a romantic thing, or even a work thing, or whatever it is. And you think, I won't do it around the time of the full moon, the lunar eclipse. I think, oh, I won't do that. I won't do that. And then everything will conspire and you end up doing it anyway. And it's just, and all the careful things that you were going to say and all the rational, you know, all the reasons that you would come up with skedaddle the minute that you say anything, and you just like blur, you do a massive blur, they do a massive blur, and then it's just really ugly. Sometimes it's a good thing because it can get everything, you know, there's no stone left unturned, but it's not the way you planned it. Okay. Oh, nice geese. I love flying geese. So look, this card is about feeling a bit out of control. Sagittarius, normally ruled by Jupiter, very lucky, happy-go-lucky. I think it's, you know, if you're going to choose which sign to be, I always thought I would choose Sagittarius. I've got my midheaven in Sagittarius and I'm clinging on to that because that's all I've got. I'm like, I'm having that. But 2023 was, hi, Arbel. 2023 was a really unsagittarius kind of a year for Sagittarians. It was really difficult. And this person kept showing up. King of Swords, which if you're a Cancerian, you'll know that the King of Swords visited you, or still visits actually, not as much as he used to, but there was a time when King of Swords was in every single Cancerian reading that I did. And then all of a sudden, 2023, he pops up for Saggy. This feels slightly more positive now. Saggy, some of you might be dealing with someone who's a bit narcissistic. Now, that's a difficult word to use because it gets bandied about all over the place. And it can be, you know, self-involved, or it can be that someone is really narcissistic, you know, on the other end of the scale. When you get the King of Swords, he's kind of from one end to the other. It looks to me as if there might be a situation that's a little bit kind of out of control, and some control is needed. Now, if this is a work thing for you, Saji, it might be that you're trying to work under a regime that is stifling your Sagittariusness, okay? But also with the King of Swords, it can sometimes mean that you're in a relationship or thinking of somebody who's very much more about thoughts and logic, when Sagittarians are fire and feeling. So if this is in a work situation, it can be stifling. If it's in a romantic situation, someone can be distant and difficult to fathom. And you could, I think, end up being the person having that talk around the time of the eclipse. So, hello, April. So this could be that you end up having a talk about a relationship around the end of the eclipse, so around the end of March, or even like 17th of March onwards. Or you could be having a talk with work about standards, you know, like one of those horrific 360 appraisals, which I used to have when I had a job about 10 years ago or something. And, you know, I'm a Pisces. And I used to go into the appraisal, and the woman, was a lady boss that I had, she would say to me, so you don't have any ambition to be promoted? And I would say, nope, I don't. And you're happy with how things are? And I'd be like, yes, I am. And that was it. Okay. That was as far as my appraisal went, because I think Pisceans who are mutable, Geminis who are mutable, and Sagittarius who are mutable, a clever boss gives you a lot of rope. And my boss at that time was fantastic, and she gave me a lot of rope, and I worked really well. There was a time when I had a boss who was far from fantastic, and she would micromanage. She'd be on it behind my shoulder, this detail, that detail. Did you do this? Did you do that? I shut down. I really wasn't very good at my job at that time. Okay. So just for a few of you as well, look out for bullying in the workplace, or somebody holding you to a standard that you didn't even sign up for. You know, you don't work like that. It's not your thing. It's not how you riff. Sagittarians, just looking at my cat who's doing something really weird at the window like this. Sagittarians need to riff. There needs to be an element of the unknown, because then you find it exciting. That's what being a Saggy is. It's flying by the seat of your pants. In the background, secretly, you have things quite well organized, but nobody can tell that. And a fussy boss will just see the mess and think, oh, I wish that they were, you know, here on time, or I wish they were doing that. No idea of the magic that a Sagittarian can do. If it's about relationships as well, I've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So we've got King of Swords in the upright, King of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles is Mr. Reliable. It's often an earth sign, but it can be also a boss, and it can be somebody in a relationship. Something has kind of slipped out of line here. It might even be you, though. You know, Saggy, you might be growing ever more tired of a situation that is holding you back. And I think in 2023, you didn't have a lot of choice. And then in 2024, you're finding that you're finding that you do. 9 of Cups. That is a lot more like it. The 9 of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces. And Jupiter is your ruler, and Pisces is a mutable sign. So this is telling you, and I think this will come to you again around the time of the eclipse. This is telling you that, and also there's a new moon though. Let me just check in my moon diary. Might be a new moon in Pisces, possibly. Yes. On the 10th, Saji, there is a new moon in Pisces, and Mercury enters Aquarius. There it is in my moon diary. That is a good time for you to start breaking out of something that is keeping you, you know, don't fence me in is what I'm getting. Don't let yourself be fenced in and tell others not to fence you in. And you may just find, like I said, that your carefully constructed speech turns into a right Barney. You got the Death card in reverse, wanting to keep things the same. The Death card, which is a major card of Scorpio. Think about, Saggy, what was happening to you last year in Scorpio season. So that would be October the 20th-ish to November the 20th-ish. Okay, what was happening? Because those things are coming up, but now they're going to get polished off with a lovely full moon eclipse. Okay, nice. Hey, Rebecca. Hello, Ocean. So the time here is 12:41, so lunchtime. 20 to 1. Right, Saggy, let's have a couple of advice cards. Ooh, 6 of Swords in reverse. I quite like this, actually. Do you know what I'm getting for you as well? Yeah, look, I get you in reverse, Temperance in reverse. Saggy, don't even bother looking for a way out until you get closer to that eclipse. Make your intentions on the 10th when we have the new moon in Pisces, and then do your Sagittarius thing, which is to just let it float down the river and trust that it will get resolved, okay? Because it will get resolved. Let's have an oracle card, and then I'm going to see if I can turn down, oh, here it is, the electric sofa blanket that is actually burning my knees. I know. One of the cats also, it's Diablo, who sat on my feet. She decided to secretly puncture both my little hot water bottles that I had stashed on the sofa that I use in the evening. So what did I do? I leaned on them and water went everywhere, which I think excites her greatly. And at other times, and she's a very small cat, I find her dragging a hot water bottle in her mouth across the living room. I know. What can I say? Okay. Saggy, you get the Mending card. I like this. This is a very subtle coming back to who you love and who loves you. Okay? It comes back to mending ties. But I also feel for some of you, it comes back to being yourself. I don't think you were allowed to be yourself in 2023, and that is very punishing for a Saggy. Very punishing. Let's have a love card for you, Saggy. Love card for Sagittarius. Ooh. I've never seen this one before. You get Falling Fast. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Saggy. I like the look of that for you, actually. I think it might be a bit complicated. Let me know, Saggy. Leave me a comment about that. Okay, let me just put my cards to one side and have another shuffle. And let me just look in the diary because I've got Aries. This is typical me. I'm going to write them down and lose them. You can claim that as a Sag moon. Definitely, actually. Okay. So we have done Sagittarius and Libra, haven't we? So we've got Aries and Virgo. I'm going to go Virgo. Oh God, Louise, honestly, I can't even about the whole cat thing. Let's just say they have now all been spayed and leave it there. Oh gosh. Right. It's Virgo. Virgo, Michelle's like, yay! Butterfly. Arbel, Casey. I'm going to do these, and then what I might do is a quick card for each sign, actually, because some of you are here that aren't the signs. Okay, Virgo. Virgos have been going through some stuff. That's putting it very lightly, isn't it? Very lightly. and continue to go through some stuff this month. February has been, well, you tell me, but I think February has been a little bit difficult for Virgos. Okay, let's just do a couple more shuffles, actually. Oh, whoa, 6 of Wands in the shuffle. Yeah, Belle, I was trying to be polite, but yeah. Virgo, it's been about 3 years, hasn't it, that you've been sort of struggling, in my mind. Can I just say the 6 of Wands just came up again for you there? Yes. Right. Justice. That is your first card, Justice. Now, when I get Justice, of course, it's a Libra card, but it's also a Karma card. Now, I don't know what to think about Karma. Let me know. What do you think about Karma? It's a concept I'm very interested in, and it's a bit like past life things and shamanic things. The best kind of way that I can describe this is when something is karmic, I get a little kind of hint, you know, I get like a, ooh, it's karmic type feeling. When it's shamanic, I'll get a, ooh, it's shamanic feeling. So what I tend to do is just pass it on to you. And then if you know about that stuff, you can run with it. Okay. So there is a big balancing act going on. We've been talking about this. We've got Libra here. We've got the scales on one side. We've got the sword of truth on the other. Okay. This is very important because I'm seeing the scales as destiny and I'm seeing the sword of truth as your critical thinking. Ooh, that is for you. On the bottom here, we've got the 6 of Cups. Now, the 6 of Cups is a karmic card as well. And that can mean a lot of things. Traditionally, the 6 of Cups is childhood sweethearts, hometown, Hallmark series, you know. But for me, it's got like this other spiritual dimension that I cannot put my finger on, but I know what it is when I feel it. So it's one of those weird ones, okay? So it goes with judgment. So if you think about what judgment represents as a major arcana card, it's always got past, present, and future. For me, there is a fusion at that point. I'm just going to check my battery. That's good. There's a fusion. So you tend to get things from the past, things from the future, and things from the now, all running at the same time, which is, as a human being, really difficult to understand because we live by clock time. Especially Virgo has two sides to them. One side is very good at, yes, actually, butterfly, it's like a loop. It is. And Virgo normally is very good at the linear stuff, at spreadsheets or making things into sizable chunks, you know, putting things together, doing a timetable, all that kind of thing. It feels like the other side of you, which is what I refer to as your Pisces side, but it's just like the more I'm doing this, the more I'm realizing that Virgo has this other secret Virgo side that's very woo-woo and quite spiritual, okay? And I feel like what's happening here with this 6 of Cups is that your past, present, and future is coming to visit you in one kind of a thing. I know that sounds really vague, but it's a feeling of deja vu. It's a feeling of, have I seen you here before? It has the flavor of missing somebody. It has the flavor of old love, old romances, you know, that whole Hallmark thing of, you know, I'm back in town and you're building yourself a shack or whatever it is. And it's not as cheesy as that, but there's something, if you're going to put these two cards together, right, you're getting karma, but you're getting justice, but it's about something that is about the young part of you or the older part of you, the memory of where you've come from. It's like playing out the past, but now, which is strange. Okay. but actually quite nice in a way. You get the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when you got the Four of Pentacles in the upright, it's what I call a bit of emotional constipation, or the feeling that you don't want to let feelings go, or somebody doesn't want to be emotional. They don't want to put it out there. Okay. Four of Pentacles in the reverse is a feeling of, it's what I call the emotional percolator. And I always think of it in terms of a 1980s coffee machine. So you know how you put the jug in and then you put the top bit in and it drip, drip, drip like this. If you think of that as your feelings, you're going to come into awareness of what you feel about something. Okay. I'm going to have a look at how things look on the other side, because there's somebody or something on the other side of this. Do hit the thumbs up like button if you are liking, because it also probably helps something when it goes into a video, so I'm told. So much appreciated if you could hit the like button. Not going to want to hit it now though. Actually, Devil in reverse is a nice thing to get. Better than getting that one in the upright. It's always a particularly devilly devil, this one, isn't it? You know, you've got your pentagram, you've got that fly in the middle. Okay. Virgo. This is toxic stuff. It's cathartic. It's old kind of, I'm getting old high school, and I don't know why I'm getting that. It doesn't literally mean that, but do you remember when you were at high school and feelings were very heightened? And, oh, okay. Shaylee's been dealing with a Capricorn. Well, that's in reverse. That's a good thing. This is about letting go of anything that is toxic. You've got such a lot of energy here, Virgo, of the past, of what was, of what could be, of memories and longing and wanting. There's something, what do we need to let go? What do we need to let go for Virgo? Crossed wires, communication, not understanding. The Five of Wands is difficult. It's like, if this is about you and another individual communicating, you'll find that there may be words, but there's not a lot of sense. Things, you're not quite clear on things, okay? Not quite clear on things. I know, it's that fly, isn't it, that does it, that trapped fly in the middle. And I'm sure I've told you this before, but if I am dealing in my life with toxic things and I'm not being brave about it, you will always find that a fly will come into my house and it won't leave. And I know that sounds really weird, but it happens every single time. Okay. This one. Let's just do it. Let's let it hang out, Virgo. Yeehaw. Actually, I'm really glad you got this, because this is like, right, when you get the Ten of Swords, I've got my old book that I used to read. A soldier lies on the ground with 10 swords in his back, and he is very dead. This is a card that speaks of family, okay? It speaks of childhood. It speaks of your demons, okay? And these demons, and I'm just looking here, what Kelsey says, feels a lot like attempting to reenact a ghost. The longer I try to make sense of the past, or change the ending. This is definitely not, it's like chasing out your demons though. And the way that you chase out demons is to get a flashlight and, shine it on them. I think when we were younger, our way out was to escape, or to, what do they call that when you detach from yourself? God, my words are terrible today. Dissociate. So, Virgo, this is about coming back into your body. This is about coming back into your soul. And I know that sounds a bit like extra. but it's about embodying yourself, and embodying yourself is about feeling what you need to feel. Okay, you got the Three of Cups in reverse as well. This is about because you are the Hermit after all. It's about solitude, but it's about gathering your thoughts and gathering your feelings, and it's also about separating yourself from the situation, the memory, the incident, whatever it was. Let's have some advice cards for you. Woof. This is a very powerful reading for you, Virgo. Let me know if it is resonating. Because you also get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which for an earth sign, there is, oh God, honestly, I was just going to say there is no more time for pretending. Okay. Now I know that is going to resonate. No more time for pretending. And then, of course, we've got this lunar eclipse, which I told you, honestly, it's going to take care of business like there's no tomorrow. Yeah. Knight of Cups in reverse. Something you are offered, or something you are thinking about, or someone who's on your mind, or a situation, could be work, could be love. It's not good enough for you in the way that it's being presented at the moment. That's not to say that it can't be good enough, but you definitely, especially if you have a history of people pleasing, or, you know, especially like parental, if you had to work for love, it's very much time to re-examine that part of you. Okay. Hello, Sangeetha. It's very much that part of you. Okay. Let's have another. And the other thing, as an advice card, this is telling you, it's a bit like what I call the car salesman card. Okay. Don't take the first price that they offer. You can get a better deal. Okay. You can get a better deal. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Bye, Califer. Three of Pentacles, Virgo. This is a very Virgo card. Whatever you're doing, whether it's a work endeavor, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a romance, whether it's, you know, the next step in your life, you have to make sure that you and the other people or person are on the same page. Okay. It's no use you being streets ahead and them tailing. That isn't going to cut it anymore. This is telling me that you are maybe finding it difficult to admit what you want. Just looking for my oracle cards. How can I lose oracle cards when I am sat in the same place and I'm literally on one sofa? Oh, Virgo, I'm also slipping down the sofa as I'm reading, which is nice. Okay. Let's have an oracle card, and then we'll have a love oracle card. It's very interesting that you get that one. You get the here and now. So there's past and there is future. How interesting is that? And you get the here and now. Somehow you're doing this balancing act about knowing where you are and breaking out of your environment. Okay. It's not the easiest thing. Virgo is being forced, and has been since probably all of 2023 as well. You're being forced out of your... Virgo is always known as the sign of service, isn't it? But you need a bit more of that. You need to be serving yourself first. You can still serve others. You're never going to get out of that fact that Virgo is kind of a service industry, but you're definitely... it's painful. I'm getting loads of channeling for you. It's painful for you to put yourself first for some reason. It causes you cognitive dissonance. You're not used to it. It feels painful. Okay. And it might be worth exploring that. For your love card, I get wedding. taking your relationship to the next level one step at a time. Okay, now this can mean obviously getting married. It can also mean going from friends to lovers. It can mean going from lovers to exclusive. It's going to the next step. And for some of you, if you want that, you're going to express it in a way that you may not have been brave enough because you didn't feel like, I think maybe you thought you were going to scare somebody off. And you might be right. It might scare them off. But if it scares them off, they are not the right person. Okay. And this card in particular, I feel like you have a little slice of luck from the universe. Okay. It's about time, isn't it? But I also feel like the universe wants you to keep your side of the street clean when it comes to this. So anything to do with childhood, to do with people pleasing, and to do with earning love. Okay. Right. Yes, Arbel, you're going to have to put yourself out there. It's a nice card, actually. And what you will find if you're single, Virgo, is that when you do put yourself out there, you're going to express your standards in a way that you haven't done before. Brilliant, Melissa. I'm really glad. Okay. Let me look in my book. Aries. Have we got any Aries in the house? And then I'm going to do a card for the other signs. So say hello if you are an Aries, if you've got Aries sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay. God, honestly, Mars in Aries, Venus rising for ocean, Aries moon. I'm going to try and say that right. Shabangi, am I saying your name right? Let me know. Hope so. My pleasure, Michelle. Aries, right. These readings, God. Aries, you get the 8 of Cups in reverse. Karen Greg, hello. You get the 8 of Cups in reverse. You have an eclipse sign already built into this card. And your opposite sign is Libra, which is what the eclipse is in on the 25th. Okay. Woof. Aries, when you get the 8 of Cups in reverse, it's not a very Aries card. It's a Pisces card. So it's Saturn in Pisces. Saturn, who is the, the taskmaster, the person who says, you should be doing this, or have you done a safety check, or you shouldn't be hanging around with that person. This is no good for you, blah, blah, blah. It's like a gatekeeper. Okay. Saturn in Pisces, which Saturn is in at the moment, is like trying to put rules in jelly. Think of Pisces as like blancmange or jelly. And then Saturn is trying to put borders in. Okay. Now, as an Aries, you have very good boundaries in my experience. Aries are very good at being quite direct. Okay. The boy is an Aries, and that always resonates with me because the boy is so direct to the point that I could always ask him, like if I had a new outfit, which believe me is not very often, but if I bought a pair of jeans or something, and I would just say, boy, what about these jeans? And he would literally go, they look awful, or they look amazing. So I get a very honest answer. Okay. So Aries, you are struggling here a bit. And I hate getting this for Aries because I always get these comments off Aries when I say this, but I'm going to have to say it. Okay. Sometimes you get that card when you've had a breakup and then they come back again. It's the boomerang love card. Good luck trying to come back to an Aries. I already know that. I do. Aries. I'm going to let this swim up the screen. Ready? La. Oh my God. Now we all want to be Aries. I love this Ace of Cups as well. It's so gorgeous. You get the Ace of Cups. Aries. New love. We can all hit the like for the Ace of Cups. Bing, bing, bing. This can be meeting somebody new. So Aries, get your disco pants on and get out there. Okay. You know who you are. It can be finding something you love. First of all, you got to walk from something that you don't love. You might have already done that and you might have been waiting for quite a long time. So I like this for you, actually. I like this a lot. Okay, what else do we need to know for Aries? Okay, we get the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. At the moment, the plans are not laid. No, butterfly, you're right. It is not easy to be an Aries, especially to be an Aries woman, I think, because my best friend is an Aries woman. It's difficult. And my boy is an Aries boy. So, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Things are changing. Relationships are changing. What you find secure is changing. What is going to be your home is changing. There's a feeling, I call this card running away with the circus. It's adventurous. You are a fire sign and you're the first sign of a zodiac. So you are brave, you know. Aries is very brave. You're ruled by Mars. But you might at the moment be feeling like settling for something and you can't. The universe won't let you because, quite frankly, there's something a lot better. That is such a nice card. Woohoo! Okay. Now, who else got this? It was Libra, I think, got this, possibly. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, something isn't working. 8s in the tarot are cards of movement. So the 8 of Cups is a card of movement, moving away from something that you once loved. The 8 of Pentacles is stopping putting your energies into a direction that isn't going to work for you. No longer willing to chip away. Some of you might be wanting to change career, change your job, look for something better. Okay, very interesting. Venus in Virgo or the 9 of Pentacles. This is all about your own personal power base. You might be wanting to go self-employed. You might just be wanting to stick up for yourself. But also, when you get this card, it's always a sign that you can look after yourself. You are strong enough to do the work yourself. You don't need to rely on anybody else, which is breath of fresh air for an Aries, to be honest. I like this a lot. You could really be walking to the beat of your own drum here. So if you've been wanting to start a business, if you've been wanting to go it alone, if you've been wanting to start a relationship, you start it very much as your own person. 3 of Wands in reverse. Be careful. You're going to feel the energy of wanting to rush. Do not rush. It is the number one thing with Aries. Because you are the first sign of the zodiac, and because you're cardinal, you're supposed to create things, you can get passionate and hot-headed and very, you know, forward-thinking. Try and restrain yourself a bit. Some of you could meet somebody, I don't know, who could really knock you for 6, as in it could be like, wow, chemistry. Again, don't be rushed. Do not be rushed through any process. You get the Chariot in the upright, which is very nice. 2 choices here, going one way or the other. One of these, they're both very willful, these horses. One of them is more kind of like innocent, and one of them is more, I don't know what I want to call it, just a little bit more in the shadows. Okay, so you are going to find there is something that makes you flip between good Aries and bad Aries. But I think that's very exciting for you. And I think that's what Aries is sometimes afraid of in themselves. In a group situation, Aries, there are going to be misconstrued sentences and words. Look out for your WhatsApp groups, group emails, or anything where you're communicating with lots of people, your Facebook or anything like that. Be very careful Don't be too reactive. Be careful what you say. Aries can normally be very outspoken, okay, which is quite good in real life, but sometimes on social media it can be, you got to kind of live with that stuff forever, haven't you? Aries, you too have the Tower in reverse. Somebody wants to talk to you about something and they're afraid to approach you about it. I feel like it's been like burning a hole in their pocket that they want to say something to you. Maybe they want you to stop moving. We've got the Wheel of Fortune for you. This is nice. Spiritual big jobs for you, Aries. There's a lot happening with you. So Ocean says, difficult to be pioneering without wanting to lead. It's true. I think Aries are born leaders, and I don't think you can avoid that. Wheel of Fortune. I like this. Things are changing for you in March. There is an exciting momentum. There is this kind of striding forward energy. You might get approached by somebody, headhunted for a job, approached by somebody who fancies you that wants to ask you out on a date. Either way, Aries, do not rush. Okay, let's have an oracle card for Aries. Oracle card for Aries. I like that because you also got the Wheel of Fortune. You get the fates. There's something in the air for you, Aries. There's a little bit of luck, which is always very nice, a bit of serendipity, and a lot of action. Let us know in the comments section. Hello, is it Juano? Am I saying your name right? Or Juano? Hang on. That's as much as because it's squished. Let me know if I'm saying your name right. Love card for Aries. Doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. It's all talking about meeting somebody. So you've got to get yourself out there in whichever way you fancy getting yourself out there. And there's loads of different ways these days. Aries. Okay, I'm going to do a card for each sign so that everybody gets something. Do hit the like button. And let me just shuffle. So, Juan. Hello, Juan. Right. Let me do a proper big girl shuffle as well. So surprised that the cats have been so well behaved. This never happens apart from Poogate, you know, and even that could have been worse, believe me. It really could. Aries. You get the King of Cups. I'm going to say this could be somebody that you meet, or it could be something about your emotional relationships. King of Cups has progressed from being the page, then through to the knight, then through to the king and the queen. It's somebody who's in command of all their emotional faculties. This could be a conversation you have with somebody, or it could be meeting somebody who is emotionally ready. And I think the question you need to ask yourself is, are you ready? Is this what you want? Are you open to fate? Okay. Woof. Taurus. Do we have any Taurians? Any Taurians in the house? I'm really hoping that no postman knocks on my door at this point. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, you get the King of Swords. So when you get the King of Swords, something is telling you to be very decisive. You may have a situation on your hands that you don't quite understand, or a person you don't quite understand, or there's a mystery about that person or that situation. You need to be just like the King of Cups is when you're at the top of your feelings. The King of Swords is when you're at the top of your intellectual game, okay? Also, he does represent very strong boundaries, which of course, Taurus, came up in the whole of 2023. A few of you might actually be dealing with a King of Swords type, in which case meet them where they are, and that is logical. So you might have to get a bit clinical in your thinking, okay? Gemini. Oh, Gemini. You get the Hierophant. Gemini, this card comes up when there's something you need to learn. And being a Gemini, there's always something you need to learn, want to learn, or you're thinking about, or you're dabbling in. This is something that's quite spiritual. I can always never get away from the fact that this person looks like they've got rubber gloves on and they're just about to clean the toilet. But that's just me, Gemini. Okay. So this is about finding some kind of spiritual truth, doing a course, finding something on YouTube, learning to meditate, learning to do tarot, the key to something. You want to unlock the key to a certain kind of knowledge, Gemini, and now's your time. So you're going to find that people or things pop up that are going to be really useful to you, quite serendipitous. And it's almost like that famous quote, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Okay. Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, you get the 8 of Pentacles. I like this for you. You're working hard at something. It could be your job, it could be a hobby, it could be a relationship. Keep on keeping on, okay? It's not like you can solve this in a day. It's not like you should, it's not a kind of highly passionate, I'm really excited, woohoo. It's more of this side of Cancer, which is a very quiet, hard-working vibe where you chip away at something and it just kind of happens for you. Okay, I like that very much. Leo, I can never ever remember the star sign wheel. Okay. Leo. Oh, Leo. Leo, you are going to be required to stand up for yourself and to say what you believe in. Okay. This isn't usually a problem for Leo because Leos are usually quite confident and you're a fire sign. But this is Mars in Leo, which is somebody might cause you to feel a bit triggered, to feel passionate, to feel angry, to feel indignant, to want to get up, to want to say your piece. Make sure you do that. But what I would say, Leo, is dot your I's and cross your T's, get your facts right before you leap up with your big stick. Okay? Bit of moderation, less reaction. Okay. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Ooh, Virgo. Oh, Juan. Hey, cupcake canopy. Virgo. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is someone leaving the scene and they've stolen 5 swords and they might go back for the other 2. What I'm getting for this, there may be something around for you, Virgo, where people are tugging at your strings, or maybe even, I think betrayal is too strong a word. There is definitely stuff happening behind your back, okay? But it's not as much as you think. What this is telling you, Virgo, is that you need to not be an open book. Until you've gathered enough information, keep things on the down low, keep things on a need-to-know basis. Go about your own business with putting yourself first, okay? And be vigilant, but don't be over-vigilant. Okay, Libra, card for Libra. Hello, Steiner. Card for Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Oh, Libra, didn't you get that in your March monthly that we just did? Hi, Stephanie. Libra. Okay. Well, we covered this in your March reading. There is something that wants, didn't you get the Tower on the Hill with the Two of Cups? There is something that wants to be said. And something that wants to be heard. Hi, Michelle. And I would go so far as to say there is something that is unavoidable, a big truth, a big talk, a big situation, a big reveal. All you can do is have your eyes open, have your heart open, and be very conscious of every brick that's gone to make up the tower. Anything, Libra, that is not for you will be eclipsed out of your life, will go by you. Okay? Woof. Libra. I mean, it's like makes sense because the full moon eclipse is in your sign, so it does make sense. Hello, Eve. Okay. Gosh. Virgo. No, Libra. Scorpio. Are we on Scorpio? We are, aren't we? I normally have my book in front of me with it all written down. I don't know. I've been doing tarot for 30 years and I don't know how I can not remember. Scorpio, you get the Four of Wands. This is gorgeous. So expect something to drop in that is a bit weird. It's like a portal. You can walk through this, okay? And it's encouraging you to get towards this, which is something that you haven't known before. Okay, it's like a truth, it's an opportunity, it feels lucky. So if you get some kind of hunch or some kind of dream or any kind of hint, open your eyes and go with it, Scorpio. Okay, this is very, very nice and congratulations. I hope some of that luck rubs off on the rest of us. Thank you, Sandra. I like, what is that? Is that a baby? That's so cute. How does everybody get to do pictures on here? Okay. Hang on. Scorpio. Sagittarius. Woof. Good night, Karen. Nighty night to Karen Grigg. And all the animals. And the kids. Oh, thank you, Sandra. That's so kind. And you can do a big red heart. I must learn how to do this. Saggy. Saggy, you get the Page of Wands. This is good. It's just a little bit of your mojo coming back. And as we talked about in your monthly reading, this is something that you didn't lose your mojo in 2023, but you kind of had to postpone it. God, I thought I was going to drop my computer then. You had to postpone it, okay, which isn't natural for you. So expect a little bit of your voom to come back to you, okay? Expect to feel your old self, a bit of old energy. And it's only a page, so it's quite raw. It could be like that you feel suddenly creative, you feel like laughing, you feel like doing something, okay? Go with it. This is like the old you. It's the Jupiter part. It's the part that has fun, quite childlike. So also, Saggy, if you get invitations, take people up on it. Capricorn, you get the Star. That is a gorgeous card to get, Capricorn. This is all about manifesting and putting your wishes out there, okay? Hi, Jenna. And Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Victoria is a Capricorn. It's easy for us to say, but not always easy for us to do. And you might have found, being a Capricorn, that you've been feeling a little overcautious. You may have been thinking of things that haven't gone right for you, wondering how to correct things, being good, turning up on time. This isn't about that, okay? This is literally about putting yourself out there, manifesting your desires, but also admitting to yourself what they are, you know, just how far you want to go with something. You may be very ambitious about something, you may want love, whatever it is that you want for yourself, just put it out there to the universe, especially around the time of March the 10th, when we have a lovely, 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 lovely new moon in Pisces. You chime very well with Pisces. You're 2 signs apart. Okay, I get on really well with Capricorns. I got my moon, my Mars in Capricorn. One of my besties is a Capricorn, and we have a great relationship. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, you get, oh, Lindsay's got the afternoon off work. Very nice. Aquarius, you get the card that is telling you to do what Aquarians don't really want to do, and that is to keep it all under your hat. So this card is telling you not to blab the farm, okay? Not to give away too many secrets. There's a situation that requires a lot of tact. Somebody might have told you something, or you might have heard something, or you've got something to say. Now's not quite the right time. I would say, again, after the 10th of March would probably be better, but also be very careful. Choose your moment, okay? Make sure your timing is good. And Pisces. It's 7 a.m. in Texas, says Jenna. My God, I'm so early. You lot get up early. I get up early too, actually, normally. Okay. Oh, Pisces. Pisces, you get the 6 of Cups. This can be somebody from the past. It can be that energy. It's also like a childhood sweetheart karma card. So you might find yourself daydreaming, which is a very Piscean thing to do, thinking about someone, dreaming about someone. Yeah, Pisces for poetry and power. Thank you, Apricot. And it's just, you might be feeling extra Pisces. Does that make sense? Pisces is quite extra anyway, because it's all like glitter and unicorns and love and woohoo, and I had a dream and, you know, clairvoyance and all that stuff. Expect it to be turned up to 11. But also, if you've been thinking that somebody might reappear in some way, they might do. It could be in the weirdest way, like you read a story about them online, or they kind of, I don't know, come to you in a dream. It's all very, very Piscean. Go with it, follow the thread, get your crystals out, do your tarot, do your Pisces thing. This is not about being sensible, okay? This is about being mystical, and that's kind of your job, Pisces. Don't apologize for it, even to yourself. Woof. Okay, so do hit the like button before you go, because I'm going to go and I'm going to try and make lunch, and the cats are going to try and eat it. And do check out, what have we got? We've got the shadow reading. Of all of them, my favorite is the shadow reading. So have a look in the description box. If you've got stuff you want to let go of, if you are in that kind of shadow work mode, the shadow reading is the one. There's also a new pick a card reading, which was really cool as well. And woof, and I would love to go on for longer, actually. I love doing lives, absolutely love doing lives. So I will be doing more. It's just that I'm sort of trying not to lose my voice. Okay, thank you, everybody. See you soon. Bye.